Look at that beautiful sunrise. Is it rising or setting?
It's rising.
I think it's rising. It looks so nice. This is a nice place to do a video.
Top 5 mistakes noobs make when playing Entropia. Number 5.
Not using the auction and the markup system to your advantage.
Everything has markup. If you don't know that, you should know that. Whether or not you should sell it on the auction will depend on how much markup it has and how much of the item that you have. You can see this weapon is plus 52. I should not TT this weapon if I were to sell it. I should sell it on the auction or to another player in the game for a reasonable amount of markup.
And that sounds like it makes sense, but a lot of people are just lazy and they're just like, oh, I'm just going to TT this or whatever. Just don't do that. It all adds up. All the little bit of wasted ped that you waste adds up and you end up having to deposit or go sweat.
It's really easy after a hunt to just take a look at your inventory and see just a bunch of loot and think, man, I need some fast cash. And just take everything. Well, I got one thing there. Imagine this is filled. And take everything and just dump it into the TT and get some extra cash.
Don't do that or you're an idiot.
Sometimes that's okay, especially if you have smaller amounts. If it was a big hunt and you have a lot of a specific item, or if you don't know exactly what each of those items are or the markup on each of the items, you could be losing a lot of extra money, especially over a long period of time.
Number 4.
Not knowing when to quit during a bad hunt. You can be hunting, you could be getting crap, you could just keep on. What is with this interface? Why is this? Why is that behind the buttons?
Yeah,
I can't read.
I don't know. This is weird. They made it weird. But yeah, I've done it before. I think we've all done it, but we need to realize that it's not a good idea. If you're having just a terrible hunt, and that happens, like you're hunting, you're an hour in, and it's just like every loot's terrible, and you're just like, well, maybe if I just keep going and just waste more money, I'll make a bunch. Maybe I'll get an all-time Hall of Fame. I'm just gonna keep.
That's what gambling addicts think. You don't want to be a gambling addict. This is not a slot machine. Well, it kind of is a slot machine, but it's like an intelligent slot machine, and there's a way to play the system, and you need to play the system.
If everything is going terrible, this shouldn't even have to be said, but a lot of times people just keep on going. If everything's going terrible when you hunt, stop the hunt. Either stop playing or go pick a different mob. Sometimes it's just like the game just hates you and you just need to stop.
Yeah, don't go up against the game. The game always wins. Number 3, not picking the right mob for your skill.
Okay, it's really, really, really fun. This is another one that I've done to like pick something that's higher than you should be hunting. Like, go hunt some big Proteron and like, hey guys, let's all go hunt a Proteron. We'll probably get an insane all-time Hall of Fame. And you go there and you die like, 5 or 6 times trying to get the thing, and it's regenning, and you're wasting all this money because you keep having to shoot what it's regenning back. And for some odd reason, I guess it's fun sometimes because you think, oh, I'm gonna get a ridiculous all-time Hall of Fame, but no, you don't, because you end up only killing 1 or 2 and wasting.
Anytime you go hunting, you're going to have to kill buttloads of whatever mob. Typically, you have to kill buttloads in order to get any sort of return. And if you're killing something that you can just barely kill, you're hunting something you can just barely kill, that you're over the long run, you're probably not going to do as well.
It's a good rule of thumb. If you can't kill buttloads of it without dying, you shouldn't be hunting it.
Number 2, not being eco. If you need more information about this, we have a video that explains about how to be eco. But it's very, very easy just to pick weapons, just to pick armor, just because it feels cool, it looks cool, but you can waste money very, very easily.
Yeah, people are like, oh, this gun looks really cool. Don't go by coolness, go by eco and watch our whole eco video. Unfortunately, that's just too much to say in this little video. We have a whole other video on that. This brings us to number 1, and I'd say this is definitely the number 1 biggest mistake people have. It's more of like a false assumption, but it's people thinking that they're going to make money in the game without any initial investment. Whether that's now, I mean, primarily a monetary investment. If you really wanted to, you could put way too much time in and try to make money, but either way, you're going to need initial investment. Most probably it's going to be
it's going to have to be fairly substantial too, especially if you go into this game expecting to make money. It's probably not going to happen. It's going to take far more work than you're probably willing to invest if you're not willing to put cash into it. That's hard for a lot of people to hear because it seems like the marketing around this game is that there's this big opportunity for you to make tons of money. There's just a whole world out there for your taking, and it doesn't work that way.
I mean, it's
like real life. It's possible, but it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take investment, time, and more importantly, capital. And if you don't have that, it's not going to happen. Those are our top 5 mistakes that noobs make in this game. You may have a few of your own you want to add to the comments below, and let people know. Bye.
Bye.